Hey everyone, it's Andrew, Steel City Scented. Hope you're doing great. Apologies for the hiatus. I'm trying to do some adulting. Never fun. Anyway, I promised you guys I would review 2 fragrances from the House of Ashenfume. Dun dun dun. Badland and Black Sea. And today we'll talk about Black Sea because this is the first fragrance that I smelled from this house. And let's just say I became a little bit obsessive. So a very short backstory about how I became acquainted with Ashenfume. I got a sample of this guy from a fragrance swap that I had on Reddit. I don't even remember the person with whom I swapped samples. Got this sample, legit became borderline Jodie Foster, Son of a Woman, obsessed with trying to find this perfume. So I went on the interwebs. Ashenfume's website was down. Went on Reddit. Google stalked this man, probably borderline stalk, sorry, Jake, in a very polite, appropriate way. Like, where is Ashenfume? Who is Ashenfume? Please help me understand where I get this perfume. So finally connected with him on Reddit and said, hey, like, what's going on? And this was, I think, 2 years ago, a year and a half ago. Anyway, so we got in correspondence. Jake Smoke is the perfumer for Ashenfume. He's a great guy. Serendipitously, he's actually lives in the city in which I was born, so that's some karma for you. Anyway, he's so young and so talented, and the reason he actually started Ashenfume is because there was a fragrance that was called Black Sea by another house that became discontinued, and he's like, well, I'm gonna fix that. So this is not at all related, really, to the other Black Sea fragrance that was discontinued, but really it was cool that he saw a need in the perfume community and said, okay, I'm gonna fill that. So we'll talk about Black Sea today. A little bit about the house, like normal. So we'll talk about the house, the backstory, a very brief review of their 3 fragrances, go over the notes, and then where I would wear this. So it's on my skin. I'm so happy. Okay, so Ashenfume's website is ASHENFUME, Ashenfume.com. Excuse me, and about us. He says, at Ashenfume, our mission is to redefine the art of fragrance by making it focusing on the authenticity and education. And he's really great at actually very liberally sharing his thought process, notes, whatever. Creating scents that are captive and honest. He rejects limited edition marketing, which is really cool. So he really does just strive to have editions that can be recreated, or tell you at least that they're not the same as the original, versus just releasing like, hey, here's another fragrance that we took 26 notes out of and it's called the same thing. Sharing knowledge and empowering, and says our goal isn't to make a quick profit, but to foster a community of informed, conscious consumers that appreciate the genuine artistry and fragrance. That's pretty cool. He currently has 3 fragrances that are on his website. Black Sea, and then Courtesan that I mentioned the other day, and then Badland that we have in here. So just a review. So let's talk about, again, Black Sea. So the notes on the website are, the tops are bergamot, lime, and black pepper. The mids are jasmine auto, smoky rose, orris, violet leaf, and the base is black ambergris, Cambodian oud, patchouli absolute, smoky seashells, and green oak moss. And it says on Perfumo this is released in 2019. So if anybody wants to verify that, Jake, please do that for me. So really walking through what I smell on my skin. And this is really not a fragrance that has, on my skin anyway, a typical top, mid, and base, right? So this is, it's really just, it's really quite lovely, right? So on my skin, the bergamot, lime, black pepper that are allegedly in the top are kind of wrapped into the whole fragrance, right? So those provide a citrus kind of spicy opening that, again, is muddled throughout. The jasmine auto is on the, I think it's grandiflorum because it's on the fruitier side. My nose wanted to smell sambac, and I'm like, sorry, nose, but not the case. I don't know what kind of rose he's using that's called smoky, honestly. And being not a perfumer, you can add other aroma chemicals to make different types of roses smoky, so I'll have to clarify that another for you guys. Orris, so keep in mind, orris is just the root of Iris Pladia, and the other iris I can't remember right now, so some people aren't aware that that's the case, but orris is rooty, and it comes across really nicely here. And then violet leaf, so not to be confused with violet flower that's powdery. The leaves are really green and bright, so you can definitely smell those in here as well. But what's dominating my skin about an hour in is that black ambergris, that's really rich, the Cambodian oud that's woody, spicy. I don't know which patchouli absolute he's using, but it's so wonderful. And then really, that was coming through the most. So where you think Black Sea, right, that black ambergris, and then the smoky seashells, right? So choy and nak is what you're using to create that seashell. So they take choy and nak, they roast it in these, I think they're clay pots for quite some time, right? And that roasting process, it's such a unique smell. So when you smell choy and nak, you never forget what it smells like. And really, it's just enough oak moss to support. It's not overwhelmed by oak moss, which again, it's beautifully balanced. Oak moss, seashells, some patchouli. So it's definitely a unique fragrance, right? You're not going to walk around smelling like, oh, that's some smoky seashells I smell on that person. Hey, can you come over here? I want to smell some patchouli. No, it's not. It's honestly, I think it's really, really beautiful. It's really nice. Okay, so where would I wear this fragrance? Again, working from home, I'm blessed to be able to wear whatever I want, whenever I want. And I actually wore this last night to a book fair at my son's school, and his school was so awesome. They're very progressive, and one of his teachers goes, I really like that. What are you wearing? And I said, I'll give you a sample for tomorrow. So she's like 23, super young, and hopefully will be a prophet of Ashenfume fragrances moving forward too. She's actually very friendly. They're a fragrance-friendly school, which is odd because most schools aren't. He has samples on his website, so you can sample Badland Black Sea or Courtesan. So definitely go and try those out on your skin, I think, before you would buy a bottle of this and then wear it in public, because it is a little more loud, a little more aggressive than most people, I think, would want to smell in like an office place setting. But it's not, the scent bubble's not giant, right? So it's not like if you walk into a room, everyone's going to smell you from 20 feet away, like if you're wearing Santal 33 or something super synthetic like BR 540. Like, you're not going to have that effect of scaring people because of the synthetics or just because of the brashness of certain scents, right? It's very beautiful, but it is a unique scent. So that's why I'm saying, like, you might want to try it on your skin first, see how your skin does before you decide to wear it out in public. It is unique. It's very beautiful. It's very rich. It's really, really nice, I think. So if you're looking for, I don't want to say an aquatic fragrance, right? Because no part of it is aquatic, but it does remind you of it's like the ocean, right, at nighttime. And like if you're walking, so if I'm thinking if you're walking on the beach at night and not bonfire-ish, right, but if it's warm so that the seashells would actually be a little bit warmed, and you have a little bit of like, not kelp like per se, but ambergris is really providing that warm ambergris scent, and then some earthiness with the patchouli, and you do get those florals mixed in. So it's just a really nice experience. I would recommend everyone at least gives this one a try, and I'll have to talk about the other two later. But again, this is Black Sea by Ashenfume. I definitely recommend checking him out. So take care, guys. Stay fragrant, stay scented, stay well. Please keep up your self-care, especially this time of year, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.